How do you convert myth into movie? Manikarnika, or the Rani of Jhansi, is the stuff of legend. The warrior queen led an army against the British Empire. In 1858, she died on the battlefield at the age of 29. Her story is engraved into our consciousness. The visual of a woman warrior with a child strapped onto her back has been immortalized on film and television, in poems and plays. In fact, the first Indian film made in Technicolor was Sohrab Modi's Jhansi Ki Rani, which released 66 years ago in January 1953. And even if we don't know the entire poem by Subhadra Kumari Chauhan, we all know that one immortal line in it, "Khoob ladi mardani, wo to Jhansi wali Rani the." The first requirement to translate this to screen is to get an actor who can convince us of this incredible courage. And on that count, Manikarnika, the Queen of Jhansi, gets it absolutely right. Kangana Ranaut is on fire as the iconic Rani Lakshmibai. Her spine is erect, her eyes are unblinking, and she seems propelled by some otherworldly power. She's riding horses, wielding swords, leaping on elephants, and making it all look plausible. When she looks into camera and insists on dying for the country, you want to follow her into battle. Her valor is hypnotic. So are her exquisite Nita Lulla designed saris and jewelry. This is a queen who wears pearls into battle. And there aren't many leading ladies who can pull that off without looking ridiculous. The character doesn't have much of an arc. In her introductory scene, she single-handedly fells a tiger and then rides off like women often do in Sanjay Leela Bhansali movies, with this outsized pallu flying behind her in the wind. From frame one, we know that she's a superwoman. Through the course of the film, we also discover that she's a book lover, a master political strategist, a doting mother, and a loving wife. When her mother-in-law tells her, "Dhyan sirf mahal aur rasoi kriya mein rakh," you almost want to laugh out loud. We know that's not going to happen. Rani Lakshmibai is a fascinating character, and Kangana is terrific, but the film wobbles because there's too much of her. Almost every scene is designed to underline the queen's bravery or brilliance or leadership qualities. Early on, we're told that cinematic liberties have been taken and the film doesn't claim historical authenticity. But it does aspire for mythical resonance. So the queen is the ultimate feminist icon who inspires other women to pick up a sword and head into battle. When her husband dies, she rejects the rituals of widowhood because the country needs her. At one point, she kills dozens of British soldiers and then stands in front of a statue of goddess Kali to underline the point that she's a real-life version of her. The story and screenplay, which has been written by Bahubali writer Vijayendra Prasad, doesn't give the other characters depth or moments to shine. Fine actors like Danny Dangzongpa, Kulbhushan Kharbanda, Atul Kulkarni, Mohammad Zishan Ayub, and Jishu Sen Gupta function as props to enhance the queen. Television star Ankita Lokhande makes her film debut, but she also has little to do. The British are, as usual, either bumbling fools speaking in mangled Hindi or vicious sadists. In one scene, General Hugh Rose, the arch-villain sent to destroy Lakshmibai, hangs a young girl only because her name is Lakshmi. This is not in any way a naturalistic or layered retelling. It's purposefully simplistic and stylized, structured to burnish the legend. The dialogue by Prasun Joshi is filled with nationalistic fervor. The action might take place in the late 1800s, but the lines are carefully constructed to speak to the present. So when the queen says, "Main tumhare antar atma ki awaaz hoon," she's trying to arouse the patriot in us. It's not subtle, but it works. Some of the scenes have a genuine emotional power, as does the music by Shankar Ehsaan and Loy, especially the stirring song Bharat. The film can't match the epic scale of Bahubali or the aesthetics of Padmavat, but there is enough grandeur on display. Even the men are ferociously bejeweled and the fortresses are impressive, but you will have to ignore the inept CGI work, especially in the battle scenes. At 2 hours and 28 minutes, Manikarnika is unforgivably long. It's been directed by both Chris Jagarlamudi and Kangana herself. In interviews, Kangana has said that 70% of it is her work. If yes, then she's an effective storyteller. But the actor in her undermines the director because the actor becomes larger than the narrative. But despite these flaws, Manikarnika reveals Kangana as an artist with boundless ambition, and I'm excited to see what she creates next. I'm going with 3 stars. For more reviews like this, subscribe to Film Companion.